And then I'm going to spend an action point.
Uh-huh.
Turn around to this guy.
Okay.
And I'm going to, a new maneuver I've been working on.
Oh.
This is, but what it's going to look like right now is I'm actually going to jab my spear into the goo and kind of try to wrap it up a little bit and throw it against the tree.
Like a spaghetti noodle?
Yeah. Yeah.
Almost like a cotton
You
candy.
can put a spoon on one side of it and go...
Yeah, exactly.
All right, go.
Whoa! That would be a 20v fortitude.
That's a hit.
Sweet. 6 plus 9 is 15 plus another 5 is 20 points of damage, and he's pushed 3 squares into that fucking tree. Boop. 1, 2. I don't know how you.
No, where it was, it's fine.
Okay.
He's against the tree.
You're like against the tree, and hopefully he.
It's like those little jelly hands you slap against the wall.
I miss those.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But would you mind putting this guy right next to him? You hit him so hard he smacks against the tree and splits into 2.
Ah! Oh God.
And that's just like me. It's like with the spear going.
Minecraft.
That's the thing. It's a real jelly stat.
We're gonna have to keep killing littler and littler and littler jellies.
Alright, I'm gonna roll the save, I guess.
Yes, please do.
8.
Mm-mm.
You do not.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Alright, I'm done.
All right.
That was fun.
Thought you had enough sitting around? Would you like to? Have you observed the situation enough?
I have observed the
Confident in your next action?
We're going to see. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do... so the first thing is I'm going to take my holy symbol and raise it up, and in a burst of light it's going to turn into a lance, and I'm going to throw it at the yellow dude.
Love it.
18 versus reflex.
Yep.
6 points of damage. It's radiant, if that makes any difference.
It doesn't, but thank you.
No problem. And the next time this guy attacks,
This guy.
he's getting
It's
he's
yeah.
getting a +2 power bonus to his attack roll.
Alright, +2 for you.
Nope. Okay, so that's 1, and then I'm going to use a minor action to throw a healing word at you. Spend a healing surge.
Me?
Yes, sir. And you get 8 points.
I'm back to full.
Cool.
All right, top of the next round. Derringer.
All right.
May I suggest killing it?
I'm gonna try. I am
No impact.
going to utter a couple of words, just mumbling to myself, as I pull out an arrow and let it loose at old Greenie. And that is a lot versus that's 23 versus AC.
Yep.
Okay. As this arrow flies through the air, it starts heating up.
Ooh.
Starts glowing red, getting hotter and hotter. 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And until the end of my next turn, anybody who hits it also does extra fire damage of 2 points. So it is now stuck in him and glowing
Is
red
that
hot.
the yellow one?
Yes.
The yellow.
Oh, the yellow one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, he is glowing red hot. That arrow is just stuck in him, sizzling and boiling the jelly that he is made of.
Would you be so kind as to move those 2 lost jellies up to old Travis?
Do you want this one in front or at an angle?
Right there's fine.
Okay.
They're perfect. So the first one hits you for 11 points of acid damage and 5 ongoing. Luckily that doesn't stack with what you got going on. The second one hits you for 8 points of acid damage, so that's 2 jelly slaps. And the third one for 10 points of acid damage from your third jelly slap.
I took a lot of damage.
Wow.
But they're done for the time
Well, that's
being.
good. I'm really happy about them being done with the jelly slapping.
Yeah.
I already I hit it against the wall and it was broken in two and it came up and it was like slap, 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 slap. It's like like all in my face.
It's like an anime.
That's what it sounds like.
Terrace.
I'm going to Warlock's Curse the green guy.
I love it.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's kill one of these jellies, please.
But I'm going after the yellow guy.
Love it.
With Hellish Rebuke. 23 versus Reflex.
Hit.
15.
Damage.
And 2 fire damage.
Yes.
And okay. So 70. And what exactly does that do?
Plus 5 fire damage from me
Okay.
for Hellish Rebuke. I'm stoking him in Hellish Flames.
Okay.
And the first time he takes damage before the end of my next turn, he takes another d6 plus all that fire damage.
Well, he's not going to get the chance. His body collapses and sizzles and burns and
As
puddly
soon as
flame.
your Hellish Rebuke hits, my arrow goes and like lights your Hellish Rebuke. It's like a gasoline explosion.
Right. I imagine you guys did it at the same time, honestly. Like yours was just flavor. Like this is teamwork.
There are sizzling ooze droplets all over the place.
Nice. Oh, he was Warlock's cursed by me, so he's dead. I gain 3 temporary hit points.
Beautiful.
Do it.
All right.
Write it down.
Gain it.
Make it happen.
Captain.
Because I know you're getting.
Travis, I'm going to need you to take 5 points of acid damage from the ongoing effects as their ooze is continuing to eat away your flesh.
No, that makes sense.
And you want to make a sandwich out of these guys.
After that, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna step back.
Just shift back?
Shift
oh,
back.
Okay.
And I'm going to just whirl my spear around and stand on the ground, like stomp it on the ground, and then try to push them back through the like a bit of a kung fu earthquake wave.
Okay.
It's close blast 3, so I should be able to get them.
Okay, so you're going to take an attack of opportunity from that closest jelly? Oh, if you shift there, then no, you don't.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll say you did that.
Lol.
So what is it, a blaster, burst 3?
Close blast 3. 22 versus fortitude.
What's going to hit?
But is it just these 3 moving forward? This little
Well, he decides, as long as they're adjacent to him, he gets to decide which 3. So they can easily both be in there.
14 points of damage to both of them, and they're both pushed back by 1.
Yeah, do it.
And let's see.
Actually, could you move him one over that way?
Yeah, this way, because he was right there, so he's going to go
Oh,
that
okay.
way.
Yeah,
There we go.
that feels better to me.
Target is deafened.
Sure, yeah. No,
have
That really
ears.
helps. Wait.
Where are your ears?
I'm sorry. It's going to be blast of 3, and then they're pushed. You push target to the nearest unoccupied square outside the blast.
okay.
So that's
1,
really
2, 3.
So
This
that's what
guy.
I'm configured. What
Yeah.
is the blast
Yeah.
area?
There, and then
Three.
that one would be boop.
right. One more. There we go.
Well, actually, no. Put him back where he
Back one,
was.
because that's the closest unoccupied square outside the blast zone.
Is this
So
one back to
What is the
No,
blast
he's
zone?
that's-
still where he is. Close blast 3 would be 1, 2.
Well, no. I'll
sorry.
one shift it over left or towards you. One.
This guy
No,
right here.
no. I mean, okay. No, your close blast. Just shift that over 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, those.
So these 3,
Yes.
Yeah.
and then 3 out.
Yes.
3 out.
this
They have to be
area
in an
is not-
unoccupied square
So
outside.
they're
the
right where
area.
they need to be.
That's where I push them. So yeah, so I do like a kung fu like little earthquake thing, right?
So you can kind of shift your blast as long as it's within those squares.
As long as it's adjacent to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I am getting picked apart by acid,
Yes, you are.
and I'm not doing so hot.
If I let you on fire, would that help?
No.
Well, you don't know that for a fact. Thaja, what would you like to do?
I don't care.
I look at you with puppy dog eyes.
I'm going to. You're gonna see me. I kind of run up to this guy
Uh-huh.
and I take my weapon out, and in a swinging blow while I'm doing it, the weapon glows with light on the bottom and frigid blue on the top.
Great.
and they start to come together at the center, and then as I'm hitting him, it's going to shoot out into him.
Oh, that's
Love
love
it.
it.
Like one of those magic wands.
Maybe not. 11 versus AC.
Okay. As you come down to strike your mighty blow, it kind of just shifts off to the side a little bit, just
Yeah.
whoop, and you hit the ground next to it.
I'm a jelly monster. You can't hit me.
Yeah, if it could speak common, that's exactly what it would say.
Wow. Wow. You like to hear some smooth jazz?
All right, so and then
Probably
he's
does.
gonna get. He's
Smoother the better.
go ahead and
Yeah.
spend a healing surge,
Gladly.
and you're gonna get an extra 9 from me.
All right,
That sucks.
top of the next round. What are you going to do, Derringer?
A little better.
I'm
I'm not bloody.
going.
Are you going to take out your lute and sing it some smooth jazz?
Yes. Start scatting at it.
Not
Not that kind of scatting, you fucking sicko. Alright, vicious mockery. I'm gonna yell at that green one. I don't know where any of your body parts are. This is very difficult.
And what did you roll on that?
I rolled a 17 versus Will.
Okay. Well, it doesn't seem to have a consciousness that the type of which you are familiar with. However, it does seem to be very unsettled by all of your yelling.
But isn't it deaf now from the other attack? I can't hear
In
it.
its ears.
If it had any jelly eyes, it would saw what you did. It could read your lips, I'm sure.
Oh,
Look, you can't really tell the inner philosophical and mental workings of the jelly. I'm trying
I'm
to
just trying to
ascribe
make
human-like qualities
Did he hit
to
or
a
not?
pile of goo. So, what was the effect?
the effect is it's psychic damage if that matters.
Okay, I'm listening.
And it takes a -2 to attack rolls until the end
What's
of
the
the next
damage?
turn.
Was there any damage?
Yeah, there is. I should do that
Yeah,
too.
you should probably roll the damage.
I didn't know if I hit it. I couldn't.
We couldn't tell with this description.
8 points of psychic damage.
Not really sure what just happened, but you yelled at it, and then it just collapsed. Hand it to me, please. No, the other one.
I shouted at
You
it.
spoke. You.
Just shout at it! Just
I look at you. He's like, speak to it in jelly. And you're like, and then it just collapsed. It's like, I can't do it.
Nope.
Yeah, I quit. And then I
Alright.
just like, guys, just yell at it. Just yell at it. They don't like it.
What? Anything else?
No. That's it.
Okay.
How are you doing with health?
I could still use some. I'm above
I'm a-
bloody, but only.
I'm gonna
slightly.
use a minor for majestic word.
Because you can.
I'm
hear
gonna.
it.
I like the description, so I'm gonna read it directly off this card.
Mm-hmm.
You utter words laden with preternatural inspiration, restoring your ally's stamina, making wounds seem less insignificant or seem insignificant.
So you give me like a bro pep talk, and then my
Yeah, I'm like,
wounds just start.
dude, it's all right. It's just
just
not-
jelly?
Not even
It's
to the
merely a
bone.
flesh wound.
It's not even to the bone, dude. It's not even to the bone. Suspend a healing surge and an extra 4 hit points, and I can slide you wherever you would like to be. 1 square.
I'm
Would,
back up to full now.
would you like to be 1 square closer to something?
I'd like to be one square back. This is now Save Travis.
Good deal.
The Save Travis Foundation.
The remaining jelly is going to lift up its jelly tentacle and just smack you right in the middle of your face.
He's like, hey.
Why?
Does it leave a trail of jelly right in the middle of his face?
It does. You're going to take 12 points of acid damage
You
and
can't be-
5 ongoing points of acid damage.
You can't be positive, but you think it just said, boop. It might have been a bubble popping.
So I'm going to go ahead and need you to take that 12 points.
12.
Yeah, and then at the beginning of your next turn, you'll take another 5.
Now, if I have an effect that at the beginning of the next turn actually cancels that effect, would the effect take effect first?
Well, we'll talk about that when we get to it. That's the jellies go. Terrace.
Oh,
Shout
he's
out.
already
Rebuke
Warlock's
is a
curse. Okay.
It's a curse.
Don't you witches like shout at people's souls?
That is racist.
Yell at yours?
No, but rebuking somebody
You are
is like...
such a
I'm going
racist.
to hellish rebuke it.
Scatting.
7, 14, 15, 16 versus reflex.
16 versus reflex. That will hit the jelly.
Okay. 8 damage plus 5 fire damage.
8 damage plus 5.
And he is Warlock's cursed. So he also should take 4 more damage.
It is damaged by your attack.
Oh, it hasn't split yet.
That might have been only the Travis Burke special of slamming it against
How many
the hard
can I
surface.
No.
What's
No,
the movement?
that's-
6?
What's that?
I can still move, right?
Yeah.
I assume that once
One.
it hits a certain state or 0,
I'm
it
gonna move
splits.
there.
Like bloody, probably.
Yeah, like it has a second form, and that form is now 2.
You haven't seen my final form!
All right. Anything else?
That's good. That's all.
Thank you very much. Hey, Travis, I'm going to need you to take 5 points of ongoing acid
Son of
damage
a bitch!
as the jelly is continuing to eat away at your flesh.
There's literally nothing left of your robe.
I would be so angry.
Luckily, it only seems to be affecting the living organic tissue for the time being.
Yeah, not my magic robe. My magic bathrobe.
that lets horrible acid seep through it.
I really need to find new attire. I love the look. So comfortable.
So now that you've slowly melted away a little bit more, what would you like to do?
I'm going to do what Travis Burke does best. Run back into battle and get murdered. So I'm going to run here next to Thadia.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to like jump off his back, do a flip, land next here.
That seems entirely unnecessary. But
You
all
could
right.
just run around him.
I know.
Go for it.
And I'm going to jab my spear right into the middle of the goo and just kind of, I don't even know what I'm doing, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know what I'm doing,
Okay.
so I didn't hit him.
Well, what'd you roll?
7.
Okay. With whatever organs pass for eyes on this creature, it saw you coming from the proverbial mile away, and you went to go stab its center, and it just cleared out its center of ooze, and you
Like
just
a
stabbed the
goo
dirt.
donut.
So I was like, oh, but that looks so cool.
Have you ever seen those fights on YouTube where there's like 2 guys fighting, and one guy's just standing there, and the other guy is going like, ah, he does all this stuff, and then he gets knocked out? That's basically what just happened. He saw you doing like all this unnecessary flipping, and he's like,
Yeah.
Okay, anything else? All right, you want to roll to save against some acid damage?
Yeah, I mean, I don't. but
Okay.
I wanted to roll for it.
All right.
anyways.
No, good job. Good job. All right. So tell me what this thing is that you have.
You start your turn subjected to an effect that a save can end. The triggering effect ends.
Oh, that means it ends.
Yeah. All right. I'll
Turn that
let
over.
you not take the damage from that. So.
And
Cool.
you're no longer acidy.
Yep.
you should get one of those.
It's a hobgoblin thing. All right. So what I am going to do is I'm going to pull out my symbol again. No, I'm going to disengage.
Pulling out is always the right
I'm
maneuver,
going to shift
in my
Uh-huh.
opinion.
first before I do this.
Yeah, you should probably.
Yep. My symbol's going to glow red and flames are going to grow up out of the ground.
Slide me,
around
guide
you.
me.
And
Ooh,
That's
that's a nice.
24
no.
versus reflex.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Cool.
The power of your weird god compels you.
10 points of damage. And then one ally I can see chooses to either make a saving throw
With the plus
or gain temporary hit points
only-
equal to 3.
It's only 3.
2. I will
higher
try
than
to
level.
take the
Saving.
saving throw.
Yeah,
So I can try to do that now, and then
Yeah.
I get a plus 2 to my roll.
Yeah.
Doesn't work out at all.
Wow.
Okay.
Why does this acid look?
I'm going to... Shift was a
let's
free
get
action.
shaken up.
Could you go ahead and put this guy next to him?
Here.
It writhed around in flames and
No,
next to the other
yeah,
flame.
yeah.
Yeah.
Here.
Yep. And it writhed so hard from the flames it split itself into 2.
Okay. The shift is not... Is that a move action?
Yeah.
Yes.
You can only shift one square when you do that.
And do you have to be, for a heal, do I have to be directly next to him? Yeah, I guess that would make sense.
You're fine.
It depends on what it says on the card, but yeah.
Well, no, it's not a card, it's the skill.
The
Like, I
skill's
wanted
a
to
standard
Oh,
focus-
so the
action.
skill, then yeah, that's
Skill's a standard
That's
action.
right, that's right. No, never
You've
mind.
already used a standard action to do your thing, and you've used a move action
Yeah,
to
mine good.
shift back. If you don't have any heals left that are your minor action heals, then you're good for the round.
I'm done.
all right, Derringer.
Yeah, I got nothing.
All right. Hey, Aaron, would you move that yellow jelly up to you? There you go. Thank you.
That's okay. I'm prepared for this.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear it. They're both going to hit you. What would you like to do? Is there?
It's my turn.
Well, no. You said you're prepared for it, so I thought you
Yes.
might have something. Okay.
Okay. Then the green one. Takes 6 points of damage and 5 points of fire damage.
Wow.
Okay. Nice. All right. He's going to hit you for 8 points of acid damage and 5 ongoing, and the other one is going to hit you for 7 points. All right. They are done. So, Terrace, your turn to strike back if you would like.
Would it be safe to assume that we would consider the goo flammable?
No.
No. Meaning it wouldn't catch on fire, or we can't assume it would catch on fire?
I'm gonna go with can't assume for the time being.
Okay, then I'm going to minor action Warlock's Curse this guy. So they're both under Warlock's Curse. Then I am going to use Grasp of the Iron Tower.
Love it. That sounds.
I'm going to go like, and out of the ground comes an iron hand that engulfs
Squishes
the
the goo.
green one.
Squishes the goo.
Snatches the goo and squeezes any living goo out of the goo till
Okay.
there's nothing left.
That sounds
Giving
perfect.
life
That
force
sounds
is in
great.
his-
20
That's
versus Fortitude.
that's gonna hit.
Okay. Which is 6 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And the target cannot willingly move closer to me until the end of my next turn. I also gain resist to all damage equal to 2 plus. So
Plus 2, 4. You get
plus-
resist 4.
resist
damage.
4 until the end of my next turn.
That's beautiful. That's a wonderful thing.
Plus he's Warlock's cursed, so another 7 points of damage.
There you go.
Secondary target. One creature other than the primary creature takes. You can now do another attack.
That's
roll.
if I miss.
Oh no, that's
Oh.
That's
also
just a
happens.
Oh, okay.
If you had missed, then you would have. They would have taken damage.
But can make it a secondary
But
attack.
now
Okay.
you can make it a secondary.
A
attack.
secondary attack on the yellow guy.
Okay.
So that's charisma versus fortitude. This is gonna be the same thing as you were rolling before.
Okay. 14.
Yes.
Okay. So 13. So 12. 6 points of damage. And it's also Warlock's cursed.
Well,
So
you can
another.
only use one Warlock's curse.
What? I can only put Warlock's curse on someone one
But
time.
I think that
Anybody
Warlock's
that's Warlock's
damage.
cursed that gets hit by ability
Hit
by
by
you,
my
Really?
ability
Takes the damage.
takes the
Is that
damage.
true?
Yeah.
I thought you only get one.
you
round.
can only mark them once in a
I
round.
think only like usually any of those DPS abilities, like my Iron Flurry, I can only use.
Show me
that once.
Warlock's Curse. Your card should be right there. Thank you.
Usually you can't.
I figure
Like sneak
once
attack. You
you're-
only do sneak
Hold on,
attack
I'm just gonna
once
read
per
it.
round.
It doesn't say anything about
Those
the damage
give you
only being
trouble.
applied once.
The Hunter's Mark was
Yeah.
the same way.
Yeah.
So another
You
one.
can only apply the curse, but once they're
Once they're cursed, they're always
Then
cursed.
they all take.
Yeah.
I
They
get
all
that
take the-
extra.
Anybody that she hits,
Damage
if she
roll.
has, because most DPS only have really very few multiple
Oh,
targets.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I just most of the
Hunter's
time.
Quarry was the same way.
Like sneak attack is once per round. You can only do a sneak attack. My Iron Flurry.
Well,
Flurry is-
only once a turn can I cast Warlock's Curse.
yeah,
But it's an effect
is
that
yours?
carries
Is
on.
I'm
yours
done
a
arguing
mark?
with it. Let's
no,
go.
I'm just saying,
I'm
is
not
yours
even
a mark?
arguing. Okay, I
It's
get
not
it.
an
Okay,
argument.
so that's one.
Fists of Iron rise up from the ground,
I just want
It
to
goes-
continue.
grab these jellies, squish them, and just liquidy goo pours off of both of the hands as they descend back, and there is just a awful smelling puddle left behind.
Both of them?
Both of them.
Oh, okay.
Way to go, team! No one died today.
Hey, we're already doing better.
Hey.
I had like 2 more things I could do and add on to that, just for the record.
You're
It's
fair.
so ready for
Warlock.
that.
Kind of a
So
badass. Yeah. Warlocks are kind of a badass.
Dead warlocks.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Should have been a party of
we
warlocks.
just got to the woods. Judge would point that out.
Okay, so I'm gonna take on the job of keeping eyes out for goo.
I'm
Good
gonna tend to myself.
Yeah, you should probably.
Lick your wounds a little, but not the acidy ones.
Oh, shit! My
Come on!
tongue hurts so bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
How do you want us to do? what is it? You can take a 5-minute rest to use a surge.
To use a healing surge is 5 minutes. So I'm spending a surge.
All right. You are still in the jungle. What would you like to do? You have narrowly escaped oozy death.